everyone,
Yes,
and
and
welcome
welcome.
to Ms. Rocki. Because there's
Welcome.
always something good happening on the north end and everywhere else
And
in the Cedar
everywhere
Valley,
else in
Chaveevah.
the Cedar Valley. Yes,
That's we got a great
absolutely.
show. Yes. We've
Mm-hmm.
got a great show that's coming on. We got Precious and Big Q, and then we've got our guests Kent Shankle and Sean Paige from Waterloo Center for the Arts. Welcome, all of you guys.
Hey, how you
Yes.
doing?
Hey,
Right. Yeah, Rocky, looks like we just got an embarrassment of riches because if you were watching last week, you know that all this month we're going to have Precious and Big Q to start out our show with Love in 21 hashtag Be True to You.
That's right. Yes. And there are love experts. And we have some people that are a little bit upset about that because they want to know what's that make us? Chopped liver? We all want to feel like we're the best love experts, right? But maybe we can all chime in a little bit when we get to that part. But first of all, we're going to talk to, we just want you to stay tuned, our birthday people, because I think we're going to have Sean Page end up singing to you. And we're going to go through all of that. But first, you know you love to sing, Sean. The way you said, hi, Precious, I think you can really sing.
hey, I know what's coming.
Okay. Before we go any further, we got to talk about the Soul Town. Chaveevah, what you got there?
Oh, yes, absolutely. While we were sitting here, I just started thumbing through. Now, we say every week, you know, how many great things there are about the Soul Town, but I was really liking the advice folks, which we happen to have one of them on our show today, Quenton Richardson, where this one question that everyone got asked about, do you think you should write your own obituary? And basically, it's begging the question of, are you worried about what people think, you know, what is it that you want people to remember about you or think about you? And there seemed to be a variety of things that were expressed. But if you want to check it out, you need to get the Soul Town and see for yourself. That's just one out of many articles. Yeah.
Yes, yes. Big Q, you are an expert. That's why everybody wants to talk to you about everything.
Yeah, can I say something? And you said somebody was mad. Like, put them on the spot. I'll tell you one thing. Like, people have no. Listen though, people will have their opinions, but when you put people on the spot, or if somebody tried to write in that magazine for 3 months, for 3 years, and try to still kind of be biased on the answers that they give, it's not easy. So when people hear us talking and giving our opinion, like you said last week, it's an opinion, but please believe it's not easy. And I would like anybody I would challenge anybody to sit in front of this camera, in front of your audience, and try to do the same thing that we do or that you do on a weekly basis. And I promise you, some of them will be sweating bullets. So send that.
Okay, I heard that. No, it was just in jest. We were just having fun before the show, and you know, we called you an expert, and actually, it was Kent Shankle that says, "Hey, what about me? I'm an expert."
Oh, well, put Ken on the spot then. Give Ken a question today.
No,
See, there you go. You're just gonna go throw Kent under the bus.
All the way under the bus.
I was saying I aspire to be a love expert. I don't pretend, but I aspire.
Me
Oh,
too.
see?
Me too. Me too.
All right.
There's a
All
love
right.
training.
That's right. And well, you know, if you want to get better at being a love expert, you can take advice and get your copy of The Soul Town at thesoultownmagazine.com. Where else can they get one, Chaveevah?
Or you can just go directly to the source and contact Chillin at 319-505-4020.
Right, right. And I know some people are waiting for the announcement that we're having a drawing today for $50. Actually, it's going to be the first person that gives us the comment about what is the number one reason to buy real estate. And you got to watch the video that's on our wall and comment in this video, and you win 50 big ones. What do you think about that, Precious?
I think that's awesome. I would love to enter Chawne. We'll give someone else a chance though, right?
Okay. So yeah, you guys, go ahead, Chaveevah.
No, I'm just listening.
Now I say, everybody go there, watch the video, tell us the number one reason why you should be a homeowner. Okay, and write it in the comments and you will win. All right, let's see what else. And don't forget, Chaveevah, with Soul Town, they get a free mask if they subscribe, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. And at some point, I don't know when, I guess we'll get more information about that. The Soul Town is going to be giving away prizes.
Okay. All right.
Just another reason to love them. Yeah.
Shout out to our sponsors.
Yes, absolutely. We want to shout out Sharina Salas and Quenton Mutual. They've been very supportive of North End Update. We also want to shout out Matt Gilbert, Mr. Greatness. And as Rocki already mentioned, the Ferguson Real Estate team is sponsoring a $50 giveaway today. So you make sure you go to the wall, find out that answer, and be the first person to comment in our comments and win those 50
That's right. That's right. Okay, now we're going to just quickly, it's not a discussion, but we are going to proclaim this as our Give It Air. You guys familiar with our Give It Air segment where we kind of talk about things that sometimes don't get talked about so much? I know you've all been on the show before, so you're kind of familiar. And we don't have time for a deep discussion, but we do have a proclamation, Chaveevah, right? No matter what you've heard, what is it?
That's right. All right. So what's on me?
Yes.
Boom. Okay. Our proclamation is that pro-Black has never meant anti-white, ever. Just because pro-white has unfortunately always meant anti-Black.
So we're just here to let that kind of marinate on that a little bit. It's something that needed to be said. So, you know, we were all, I think a lot of Black people and most people were raised to treat each other right. Like my daddy said, even a dog knows when he's being mistreated. So, you know, just treat people good. And because I love myself does not mean I don't
that
love
I
you.
hate you. Right. Right.
Right. Right. Okay, now moving on. Newsflash, birthday people are gonna stick around because Chawne is singing. We got that part in, and we gotta watch the Indian Runway tonight at 6:30. Don't forget that. And last but not least, before we get to the love questions everyone's waiting for, Chaveevah, High Five Friday today.
That's right. Royal Legacy Christian Academy. Every Friday, they've got something called the High Five Friday, where we get a chance to give the students a high five by donating $5. Of course, you know, you can donate more, but donate $5 to help support their programs. And you can do that by going to their Cash App, $ RLCA Waterloo, or to their PayPal at rlcawaterloo.org/support. High five.
All right. You guys do that, will you? Everybody do it because they really are counting on you too to help them out. All right, Chaveevah, why don't you go ahead and talk to Precious? See what they got, because y'all wanted us to spring it on you, so here it is. I hope you're ready. Don't be now, Quenton. Now that you talked about folks, don't start sweating bullets.
Okay. Now you may have heard me bounce this question around before, but I'm asking you, Precious, is Valentine's Day overrated?
Well, I think that would be each individual's perspective. Like you mentioned earlier, I mean, love it. People love love. And it's a great way to celebrate love and to celebrate that special someone in your life. But for those who may not have someone, it may seem like a little bit dull and maybe a little unhappy for them. But in general, most holidays are over commercialized to me. I love holidays. I love celebrating them, but I do think it's just your personal opinion. I mean, I love to get into the holiday. I love Valentine's Day. Um, and most of the main holidays. I'm not going to say I celebrate each and every last one of them, but for me, I wouldn't say my personal opinion. I would say no, it's not. It's just your own perspective.
Right. How about you, Kent? What do you guys think about that? Do you think about Valentine's Day before we get to Big Q question? How do you feel? Do you feel like it's overrated, or do you enjoy the holiday?
I enjoy all of the holidays. I feel a little bit, I guess, I don't feel like I bring it as much as I should. I was lucky to have a mom that made all of the holidays so special for our family. And, you know, like, and so I always feel like I should bring more to the table than I do. And in fact, if our love experts have any tips for anyone who 2 days before Valentine's Day doesn't have a really good game plan, you know, I'd listen intently to any tips that they might have.
All right. How about you, Sean? What is your answer to that question? Let's all get into it.
You know, being predominantly raised by my mom, Valentine's Day, hands down, is my mom's favorite holiday of all holidays that are there. And it's maybe less about the flowers, less about the candy, less about anything, but sincerely about that true emotion, that true connection of family, and that true, like, very, very, very deep down soul hug of what love really means. And I think it's something that experiencing that from my mom and now having a family of my own, for me, again, I'm probably more like my mom in the fact that it's not about the flowers, it's not about the gifts, it's not about the chocolates, it's not about anything. It's about that sincere wanting to actually be with that person, that special person or people that are in your life, and like giving them like that full on undivided attention. Drop the phones and actually speak to them, embrace them, grab them, look at them, hug them, kiss them.
That's so important.
That's where I think the focal point of love, at least Valentine's Day, could be.
Right.
Okay, but
chime in real quick. I love that you said that, Sean, because I think with relationships and even just seeing people are so into their phones. When you're with that special someone, if it's a little small amount of time, a date, put the phones away. That's my opinion. Kent, you want to know what you can do? Put the phones away.
Right, right. But I think I disagree. It is about the chocolate.
And don't get me wrong, I did order some chocolate from her.
Okay. All right, I don't get very often, so I like chocolate. How about you? I think Ed has some questions. Ed, I did see your hand raised, but Big Q, go ahead and answer that question. What do you feel about it being overrated? Then we got another one just for you.
It ain't nothing left. Especially, I can't follow up that guy. That guy had the perfect response, man. We need to have him. And then he had the voice to go with it, the deep voice and all that. Like, you can't, I'm not behind him, okay?
We're going to give you your own question. And that's why we got him sing. That's why we got him singing happy birthday at the end.
Oh.
Kids going to harmonize.
Yeah,
okay, Ed.
And if I wasn't feeling incompetent about Valentine's Day before, after that, I really am. Thanks.
All right, guys. Ed, do we have some questions that you can help us out with?
Well, I don't have any question. Well, I mean, there might be a question in here, but I got a bunch of comments going. Betty Galloway Diedrich says, "Hey everyone, boom shakalaka."
Hey Betty.
Sherry Kebabs has a couple comments in here. Thanks for the Soultown shout out. Shout out to Big Q.
Oh, Sheree.
She says, "Hey to Kent and Sean."
Hey, hey.
And she says a comment in here, Earth Beauty, Big Q, can you get a copy?
All right, that's right. And we should know she's watching. Her family is here. She's a Waterloo Center for the Art native, right? We know
Yes.
Cherie Kaba, and she's always watching and supporting us, and vice versa. All right, so we're going to move on to the next question. Big Q. What is, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay. What is a good first gift, a good gift for a first Valentine's together?
Oh, you went deep with it, huh? Okay.
What
Okay,
would be a good gift?
well, initially, I think because people, if you're in a fresh relationship, most people are trying to go super hard and trying to do the most. But before you do that, one thing I learned with women is however you start is how you need to finish. So if you're not willing, and I'm pretty sure you guys would agree with that.
Yeah.
So if you're going, before I even tell you what the gift is, but if you choose to go hard on this gift, please know that you're going to have to go hard on that gift every year or do better. You're not going to be able to go below that after that first year. So I'll just throw that out there. First gift, I would not, goodness, you might have me right there.
No, this is after you determined that they're going to be your Valentine. So you've already committed. You know this is who you want to be with, and this is going to be, you know, something impressive.
So you want to
I'm
be
waiting to hear this.
I know. Let me get my drink too. We're listening.
I'm gonna have to make one. Well, I'll just say one of those baskets that's floating around Facebook right now. I'm gonna leave it at that. Look, one of those little baskets. I've been seeing some people making some pretty cool baskets. Maybe not the basic basket that I've been seeing with the deodorants and all that stuff in there. Maybe step it up and throw some perfumes and couple Victoria's Secret gift cards in there, Bath and Body Works cards. Yeah, I would say probably just a variety basket, but maybe get a basket from somebody and add some items to it of value. Those gift cards to those. One thing I will tell you though, gift cards, if you're not sure what you want to get a woman, gift cards are always a good look because especially if you know what their favorite store is, or restaurants that they like to eat at and different things like that.
Yeah.
A nice selection of gift cards would be good.
All right.
A nice selection of, I would definitely throw that Victoria's Secret in there. I would definitely do that Bath and Body Works so you can get them good smelling candles.
Okay.
And maybe even let them get a nice little meal. Little splurge at Tokyo's, little $50 gift card to Tokyo's to go ahead and definitely got to stick that Stella Rose in there. Couple bottles of that Stella Rose.
Yes.
You are such a Stella Rose.
That's
I'm
right.
gonna go with the basket. I'm gonna go with the basket with the gift cards, the Stella Rose, all that in there. Yep.
Okay, folks out there listening, getting those tips about a excellent Valentine's Day gift.
And I'm gonna throw my bottle of Stella Rose right here real quick. So.
Perfect. And you know what's so great is that I happen to know a business called Good Things by Precious that could probably put somebody together a basket. Or we've got the other one, Chaveevah Braided Girl Pampering Services. And of course, my cousin, Shari, the Shari collection. So I love that you said shop local. Let's do that. Let's support our local vendors. Don't forget Bougie Berries. That would be a great one too. So yeah, great answers. Great answers. Well, this is so much fun. I don't want February to be over,
I'm gonna have to agree with Big Q. If you can start hard, you better continue to go hard.
All right.
You can't fall off.
I learned that a long
Okay.
time ago. I'm gonna tell you that right now. How you start is how you better finish.
So I'm gonna put this as a little T on me. So I have someone that asked to be for me to be their Valentine. They brought me a very lovely handbag with
Oh, wow.
some
Oh,
additives in
hey.
there, a whole bunch of things in there. So I said, oh yeah, he going real hard. So let's see.
Okay. How nice. How nice.
Mm-mm. Well, at least
All
somebody
right.
got a Valentine out here. That's what's up.
All right. Well, thank you so much, you guys. You're welcome. Are you guys in a hurry? Because we're going to be talking to Chawne and Kent here about the Waterloo Center for the Arts, and it's probably about something you might be interested in. But we understand if you have to leave, you can go. What do
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
think?
stay on for a few minutes. I got a meeting, but I'm gonna stay on for about 5 or 10 minutes and listen.
All right. Super duper. Chaveevah, what do we got for Kent? And Chawne, these guys have got it going on. They're going to even share some things with their wall, with their
Okay,
page.
yes, for anyone who doesn't already know, Kent and Chawne are at the Waterloo Center for the Arts. And when you think of the Waterloo Center for the Arts, you think about some amazing collections. And I'm always impressed by the fact that right here in this town, there's a Center for the Arts that you can go to and see. I mean, everybody doesn't have that. A place where you can go and see original art and exhibits. And it's just, I don't know. That always was something I loved. Coming from Chicago, where you have the Art Institute, that's where I used to hang out as a teenager, and getting a chance to see something like that. And so to be in a town like this, to have a place like the center, sorry for rambling, but I think it's just wonderful. And so they're going to talk to us about some things that are going on at the Center for the Arts.
Well, we appreciate you, Chaveevah, and so we're really happy that you appreciate us and the Art Center, and we appreciate the opportunity to be here again and share what we have here with all your viewers.
Yes, and what is that, Kent? I know I love your glasses that match the painting behind you, and Chawne's got that hair going on that matches everything. What do you guys got to share with us today? Chawne, talk to us about what's going on, that new thing.
And, hey, Waterloo Center for the Arts got a whole lot of stuff that's happening. I think one of the projects that I know I am kind of in the middle of as curator kind of spears out from the museum. It's a project that's kind of supported by the museum, but it's kind of created by creatives that are right here in Waterloo, kind of pioneered by Felicia Smith as well as Lori Dale and myself. They had this brainchild of in a lot of sense on the tail ends of the George Floyd
Murder.
The weight of Black lives and the number of folks that have continued to be persecuted and killed. Anyway, the project that I'm doing is called Still Mourning. And that project is a public art project, but for the most part, it is a active public art memorial for all the lives that have lost, not only individuals, but also looking at all of the various different events throughout history that have completely plagued Black folks, from slavery on through to Rosewood and Black Wall Street. I mean, this project, Still Mourning, is kind of a website as well as a movie in a graveyard of names that kind of transcend time. I'm going to share my screen on some of the graphics that we have. The website is stillmourning.com. For those that are out there, the project itself is kind of still in process. We're looking to kind of launch in the spring as soon as the snow kind of thaws. But the overall project has several different parts. Oh, why is this not one in it? Transfer, there we go. And the kind of the root of what we wanted to do is kind of memorialize Black lives, but also kind of provide a platform for the community to kind of also participate in this. It's not just about just memorializing the names, but we also want artists to kind of participate in this. And so the grave markers themselves, we would allow artists to adorn the back of these markers with any type of kind of creative expression and solidarity of the individual, honoring the individual names of the fallen, or kind of reflecting on any of the kind of things centered around Black Lives Matter, or any type of kind of gestures to racial equity. In essence, you have those that want to be, that are kind of creative to kind of paint the back of the pieces, but there's also kind of ways for those that are not creative to also participate in this project by hosting this kind of moving public art project throughout the community, in places of worship, in places of public parks. I anticipate the Waterloo Center for the Arts being one of the sites that we would have these markers kind of on display. We envision them being at throughout various different neighborhoods, various different corridors throughout Waterloo, where while you're driving, individuals, that homeowners can actually still not just put out the Black Lives Matter sign, but also have this whole other kind of form of solidarity with basically the price of life, the price of all of these folks that have kind of passed away, continue to pass away because of just full on disregard for the value of life. So anyway, on the website, there are various different kind of silos of where you can actually help with the project. We are actively looking for volunteers for when we actually are making the markers. We anticipate making up to 101 of these grave markers. On the back of each of those, we anticipate having as many local artists and artists from throughout the region to also participate in this. And we want it to actually travel throughout the whole community. So this is not just going to be a one-stop, one installment on this. It's this is a matter that needs to be kind of focused on, and it's in the name. The Black community is still mourning from all the loss throughout time and all the loss that's continuing to happen. And so I envision this project being more than just something that ends up being local, and something that kind of goes on to regional, if not national, applications. That also being said, we're still looking for financial partners for certain parts of it. Friends of the Art Center has been great at supporting and helping this project kind of get off the start. And we've had various different folks within the private sector that have, oh gosh, I'm jumping in my words, but
that's okay.
Sector that has been very supportive of the project. And so it's something that, as one of the artists that's participating in this, it's a definite passionate project of mine. But I know I can't even begin to kind of speak for Lori Dale and Felicia, the weight and time that they've actually put in on this project, researching various different names. All of us kind of came together back in July and was like, hey, well, what do? We need to do something. We need to do something that's just more than just putting names out there. We needed to have some way where the community could come together and also kind of bite into this issue and shed light to it. And so this platform and this project is definitely more than just creative expression. It's a place for the whole community to kind of come together and kind of work through this and hopefully heal, hopefully have very, very direct conversations about these different events, conversations about the fact that we're in a time now where our opinions of racial equity are being challenged, are being dismissed, and basically in some cases saying that it's a hoax, and the pain is real, and it doesn't just exist in the cost of lives. There are things, policies and ideas that are directly affecting various different members.
Oh yeah.
Not to keep going, but
no, we understand how passionate you are about it, and rightfully so. And it's so good to know that there's a website, Kent, that people can kind of can relate to if they can't get out, or if they can donate first before and get used to the whole idea of this happening. Kent, go ahead.
I will add one thing. On the website, it is a repository for all the stories as well. And so we're capturing stories like the local Derek Ambrose,
Yeah.
the recent gentleman, Michael Williams down in Grinnell, that was just recently killed. I mean, it's encompassing a wide swath of things, and so the website will be a place where you can find those narratives and respect to those, honoring those individuals as well.
And in the wake of the George Floyd killing and the Black Lives Matter protests, we were at the museum. We were getting comments that you need to do a public art project about this. And I think as we talked about it and thought about it, we said, no, we don't need to do a public art project about this. We need to listen to the voices in our community and give them opportunities, support them in their endeavors to express themselves in the way that they want to, and organically. And so our friends group met, and they said, yeah, we really want to support a project that does that. And it just so happened at that time, we started talking to artists in the community, and this was happening. This was coming together, and so we said, let's get behind this. Let's make sure that it happens, and we'd be honored to do that. And so it's happening, and this is something that also not only provides a platform for our local artists, but because it's designed to give the community opportunities to participate as well. I think that's super important. And as Chawne mentioned, the plan is for it to get out there and be seen in places and really connect and become part of the neighborhoods and the communities. So yeah, we're very excited about this and look forward to the conversations that it inspires in the coming months.
And when do you expect this to actually get going or get started? And how can people tell us the website again in closing, because we got to get Chawne to sing. We got to change gears. So this is a very poignant conversation, and it's going to make, like Chaveevah, like you've said often, art doesn't have to make you feel good. It just has to make you feel. And this certainly makes you feel. So
the website is still STILL morning MOURNING.com.
Okay, so everybody, please go and support this. Donate if you can, and make sure that you get to be a part of it. If we want one of those markers in our yard, how do we talk to you about that?
On the website, there are opportunities to sign up to participate as an artist. And I think artists of all levels will be invited to participate if they desire. There are opportunities to support financially. There are opportunities to indicate if you have an idea of a place that you'd like to see hosted, either your own property or a business or a church or a park. There are opportunities to indicate your interest and desire to participate.
Good.
And so this time period right now, since we're in the Midwest and we're in the middle of, I don't know what number of polar vortex we're in, it's super cold right now. And so while the ground is still hard and still kind of covered with ice, is the time to kind of dig in deep into the studios and stuff. And so we have that are available for artists to be able to pick up and actually start working on them, start on those ideas. And kind of reflecting on these individuals and these events with anticipation that once the ground thaws and soon as spring starts to pop its colors, we're also going to be having this project kind of going out into the public. So
good. Well, we're almost out of time. I'm sure our producers, they're ready to go home. They work and it's Friday, boom shakalaka. But these birthday people have been waiting. But before we get there, Precious, what do you think about this project?
I think it's awesome. I think that's a really good way, as they said, to bridge the gap, to bring folks together, to make give it some purpose, some meaning to what's happening to Black folks here over. It's been continuous. I mean, it seems like it's just like it's a movement right now, but this is something that has been going on for years and years and years. And so it's a really awesome way for to display and like you said, to make people feel. I mean, just the power that that's going to a feeling that's going to bring. Seeing something like
Exactly.
that, I can't imagine. I can't wait. I'm definitely gonna look on to see how I can be a resource.
Thank you, Precious.
Thank
What a
you.
blessing, Chaveevah, to live in a community that does things like this. I mean, that's why we love Waterloo, and that's why we love what we do, right?
Yep, you took the thought right out of my head. Once again, how fortunate we are to have a center out of which something like that can grow and involve the entire community. So
Yes.
thank you again, and we absolutely are going to want you all back at some time soon when we can talk about the other good stuff like
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
upcoming music and everything. But that we'll save
Right.
that for another show.
So, Ed, we have some comments or something you want to say.
Just one final comment.
Yes.
Well, I guess a couple. You responded to one already, Rocki. Cherie Kebab wanted you to put a link to the local businesses in the chat of this video, or she was asking if you could. And then Doug
Okay.
Marshall made the comment, the arts can be healing, therapeutic, and we need all art forms and artists to uplift us. Thank you for this show.
Oh, bless you. And you're so welcome. We love it. And I also want to shout out to Carol Taylor Stanford Conway. If that woman don't follow us, I promise you, she's everywhere we are. So, yes. And yeah, and thank you for doing that, Sean. I think that's going to be visible. We want to say thank you, birthday people. You see this handsome Sean Paige getting ready to sing the Stevie Wonder version just for you. So you're so glad that you stuck around.
Now
All
you
right, he could say, "Hi, Precious." Okay. When you said "Hi, Precious," I knew you was the one. Okay, who do we have for birthday people? We always have the best ones, Chaveevah.
Yes, we do. The best always. Happy birthday, Betty Galloway Diedrich, Sally Preby, Faisal Williams Ross, Gwinnett Christine Culpepper, and Mike Dargan. Happy birthday.
Yes, and we also have Keisha Swing, Carol Taylor Stanford Conway, and Gina Weekly, Mark Olson, and good old Nicole Gunther. I knew that baby when she was a baby. And just to let our viewers know, these guys all have their own sweethearts. I think Sean, you're even married, so you know I'm just having fun with y'all, right? But okay, I just don't want your spouses or significant others or whoever sent Precious that panda. What is that? What did you get? Because I didn't get nothing yet. I don't want nobody getting mad at us about the show. All right, so we like to sing the Stevie Wonder version. Sean, you know that part, don't you?
You know,
Sean is, I see him wiggling, trying to get off that hook.
Okay.
you know, I mean, I might have my own version of a happy birthday song, but I don't know about singing.
Okay, well, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, Kent, I believe,
but I mean,
Kent, you can probably sing. You're a good singer too, so why don't both of you guys do your own version of a good birthday song? Look at Kent.
Who told you that?
Okay, Sean did it. Sean, go. Sing something to the birthday people. They're waiting for you.
Oh, they're just waiting. So yeah, for the February birthdays, and the birthday is just so close to Love Day. This is a happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy, I said happy birthday to you. Yeah.
That was pretty good.
I know.
Oh my goodness. And Ken,
Yeah, y'all are gonna have that happen again.
What a guy. What a guy.
And I just want to say, happy Valentine's Day to all my Valentines. Sorry if I don't live up to the hype, but it's in my heart.
Okay, thank you so much, Ken. And you know, you're everybody's Valentine. We love both of you guys, and thank you so much, Precious. It's been a
Thank
great
you.
show. You bet. It's been a great show, Chaveevah.
Yes, absolutely. So much fun. I've loved the conversation. I've loved the information. And hey, I guess we better get out of here before Ed and Agnes kick us out. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, until next time, we want to encourage you to keep doing more of what makes you awesome, like Ed and Agnes and Ken and Chawne and Precious and Big Q. Until next time.
Because it makes us all look good.
That's right.
Hey, you ladies are
you.
so fabulous.
Yeah.
Bye now.